We have size, we have a stance, we have economic and political interests to negotiate. I'm not going to give up on the idea that we need to work towards building an alternative currency so that we can trade with other countries. I don't need to remain subordinate to the dollar. And I'm not just saying this now. No, in 2004, we did this with Argentina. It's a necessity. It's a crazy thing, something the government doesn't have to do. The government has to do what it can do. For example, in this fight we're having now with US taxation, I have a limit on how much I can fight with the American government. I can't say everything I think I should say. I have to say what it's possible to say because I believe we have to say what's necessary. What guides me is Chico Buarque's phrase. I like the PT because it doesn't speak softly to the United States and doesn't speak harshly to Bolivia. If Edino has to make a criticism, let him criticize the government. He should approach the government. Brazil today is not as dependent on the United States as it once was. Brazil has a very broad commercial relationship with the entire world. We are much more at ease from an economic standpoint. But obviously, I am not going to ignore the importance of diplomatic relations with the United States, which have lasted for 201 years. I won't forget that they have also staged coups here, helped to carry out coups. But what I want to know is, from now on, what should I do? And from now on, they need to know that we have things to negotiate. We have size, we have a stance, we have economic and political interests to negotiate. I'm not going to give up on the idea that we need to work towards building an alternative currency so that we can trade with other countries. I don't need to remain subordinate to the dollar. And I'm not just saying this now. No, in 2004, we did this with Argentina. In 2004, they'll never be able to pass what they want, but they also won't let you pass the right wing's proposal. Now we want to negotiate. We want to negotiate on equal terms. Negotiate on equal terms. The United States is very big. It's the most militaristic country in the world. It's the most technologically advanced country in the world. It's the the largest economy in the world. But all of that is very important. But we want to be respected for our own size. We have economic interests. We have strategic interests. We want to grow. And we are not some little banana republic trying to bring up a political issue to impose economic sanctions on us is unacceptable. It's unacceptable. I think a president of the republic can impose whatever taxes they want. Here in Brazil, I take more care. There's a woman who takes very good care of me. It starts to scare those people who think they own the world. How can a country that until recently was treated like a banana republic suddenly start speaking out forcefully? Saying that it's necessary to create a trade currency so that everything doesn't depend on the dollar? How does a country show up daring to challenge, The great power. We don't want to challenge, we just want to say, I want to go through, I want to go through. The national here and in his own state, in all his cities, he can't speak as a local member. Every time he needs to take a position, it has to be the position of the national leadership. When did we raise our heads? When we brought politics into the debate. It's not public works. It's not public works that win elections. If public works won elections, Bolsonaro wouldn't have been elected because he never did anything. And he wouldn't have had the strength he had in the electoral process. Because in Brazil, you can't find anything he did. It was politics. It was the fight against the system. That he is part of the system. That before we arrived at the PT, someone had created this party. Someone had believed that we would not even be. It's the truth of a party. It's the truth of a party that could soon become a 4-time president of the Republic. Saying this right here. I'll just tell you one thing, Dinho. You may have called on me not to do something, to criticize the government. Our team. And I've told some comrades within the PT that for me to be a candidate, I have to be very honest and sincere with myself, right? For me to be a candidate, as we already know, I need to be 100% healthy. I would never decide to run for office and then have what happened to Biden happen to me. I would never deceive the party or the Brazilian people. Now, what I truly want to convey to you is this. When I confidently state that I am indeed 80 years old, yet remarkably possess the vibrant energy of a 30-year-old individual. Can you truly believe that? Today I genuinely feel much healthier, even more so than when I was 60 or even 65 years old. I never forget where I came from and where I'm going. And I never forget. I know I've given a lot to the PT, but I also know that without the PT I would be nobody, because the PT is truly the driving force that gives me this belief. The PT is exactly the political instrument that makes me believe it is possible. And it is thanks to your tenacity, thanks to the support of comrades from other leftist parties, thanks to the support of so many people in Brazilian society, that I believe we will never again allow someone from the extreme right with a fascist mindset and tendencies to govern this country. Equal conditions. To negotiate on equal terms. Now, is he going to the United States to embrace the American flag and ask Trump to tax Brazilian products in exchange for amnesty for his father?
Lula is there, and our bright star truly shines. Lula is there, and hope is profoundly reborn. Lula is there, and Brazil is like a cherished child. Lula is there, and dignity is upheld with unwavering respect.
Lula is there in Brazil,